Now pay attention this time.
By association.
Like, we all out here in this world, and we all got to make it happen, and ain't nothing stopping me. So, like, I'm very hopeful and confident.
After this interview, Ashif sent a picture of his penis to our producer.
Who was also 5.
He didn't make it very far. No. He's not that confident.
What's that producer's resume? Previously worked on Zoom.
Dude, that means
it was the chick in the Walmart.
That means they were like end cut, and he was like, all right, just
I'm gonna send that.
Yeah, well, he told you, ain't nothing gonna stop me.
You check your phone later. Let me know if you're down with this.
I'm sorry. There's a gray area on what I consider sexual offense.
Did y'all mean to say that you consider a picture of my penis sexual? I can see it. That's all right. My bad.
Okay, my bad. My bad. Here's my booty hole.
Yes. No penis pics? You saying no penis pics?
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen on the internet.
Why are they trying to normalize sex offenders in the first place? And it backfires so quickly.
I love it. To the producer, it's like, guys, we nailed it. And then it's like, oh, what? Oh, my gosh.
You know what, though? It's not even allegorical. I mean, it's literal. But that is a perfect example of what happens is you put people at risk in trying to sympathize with those who are dangerous. It's not about the pedophile. It's not about, or the sex offender. Maybe he's not a pedophile.
Just sex offender on this
sex
one.
offender.
Yeah, sex offender.
It's not about the sex offender. It's about the actual victims. For all the Me Too people, you think you'd get it.
Well, the silver lining to it is how it just never works. So it's like no matter how hard you keep trying, it's always the same results of like, that doesn't work at all. Because they're not wired the same.
No, and that's also why I tend to call, like the George Foreman thing that I just talked about. Okay, so he raped 2 girls in the 1970s and then never again. If you understand how sex offenders operate, as you just present Exhibit A, what you just watched, that's not typically the pattern.
Right.
You don't go on a raping spree and then stop forever.
Right.
Well, it's why Louis C.K. has just come back now and he's playing Madison Square Garden because it just came down to like, I had permission and I'm back now. And it's just, there's people that are horrible, horrible sex offenders, and then there's people that, and accusations, the problem with that too, a 40-year-old accusation, I'm sorry, if you were actually raped, especially brutally, and I know people that were, of course. I don't know, and this is not against if you did, I don't want to caveat anything because this is the truth of people that I know. I don't know one that didn't go directly to the cops.
Right.
I don't know one.
Right. Yeah, and of course there may be, but you certainly
sure
come
there's
in,
exceptions.
and I certainly don't know one who came forward 40 years later when they were out of money with a celebrity. Yeah. I certainly don't know one.
It calls it into question at the very
But I do know a lot of people who falsely claimed rape against a celebrity.
Yeah, plus he has 38 kids named George.
Right.
I feel like he was kind of...
Georgette, Georgia.
I feel like he was out of sauce, lady.
Unless she shows up later, she's like, well, I know that you're going to doubt my story. That's why I present to you my son, George. Hit the bag, and it just goes flying across the room. You're like, all right.
Well,
okay,
maybe
fine.
she has a point.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.